Hi everyone, this is Grace. How are you? You know, most likely we would live up to age 100 and we would be working until age 80. So let's redesign your life. Today, I'd like to talk with you what I would recommend in the 20s. What if you can turn your clock back to when you were 20 years old in the 20s? There are three things I would have done. And again, it's all personal preference and personal value. This is only my personal opinions, and you may or may not agree with me, but that's totally fine. So there are three things I would have done. The first thing, know yourself. Know yourself. And number two, I want you to fail. Fail and fail and fail when you are in 20s. And number three, this is something about reproductive medicine, but I would recommend something. So those are the three things I'm going to talk with you. Now the first one, know thyself. Know yourself. In terms of your working pattern or working style, what I'm saying is, I think there are two kinds of people or two kinds of working style or two kinds of earning money when it comes to career. The first one is you are happy working in an ordinary setting, meaning you are okay that you get job interview and you have a certain job description. So within your certain job description, within the same skill level, they set the range of the pay you should receive. And then on your anniversary day, they would do your performance review and they would tell you, okay, this year, this is the raise, the range from 1% to 5%. If your performance review is excellent or A, they'll give you 5%. If you are average, they would give you 3% raise. And if you are so-so, they give you 1% raise, something like that. And some people are okay with it. They just move along. Not me. The other type of people are people like me. I wouldn't like it. To me, that's more like socialistic style or communist style. You do the same work, you get paid the same. To me, I believe in different levels of skills, different productivity, and different talents. So I believe, in other words, I don't like to get paid on a salary basis. I don't like stable income. I don't like on a regular pay. I rather get excited and I feel motivated when I get paid according to the performance, or like commission or profit sharing. So you really have to know yourself. Are you okay with a stable salary type of income? Or like me, you get more excited and motivated by paid based upon your performance or productivity or the results or profit sharing. So you really have to know either one, because person like me, I get more excited if I get paid on a performance base. And my first job was in the hospital, so I get paid on a salary base. Regardless, well, of course, the performance does matter, but as long as I am within this certain range of performance, I get paid the same. My raise is the same. Then, if I'm in that situation or the stable income, I demoralized, I don't get excited at all. It's like pain for me to come to work. But if I get paid based upon my performance or profit sharing, wow, I really love to work. I might be the first one come to the office. I might be the last one to leave the office, or I'm always out on the field working. So you really have to know which type of worker you are. Now, number two, this is important. when I look back, my experience, when you are in 20s, I want you to fail. It's so important that you fail. Because when you are young, meaning you don't have that much commitment, you don't have children yet, you are not married, even better. If you are single, no kids, no commitment, no girlfriend, no boyfriend, perfect. That's a perfect time to fail. Fail and fail and fail. Try something new, fail. You think you are the entrepreneur, you fail. And like me, I try to import some product from Japan. This is the manufacturer I love so much. So I went to the head office. I said, hey, not hey, I said, hello. I didn't say hey. Hello, I'd like to import your product to the United States and I'm gonna start selling. It was a hair accessory. As you can see, I always wear my hair long and I love those hair accessories, So the president of that company they wanted to support me because I was only 25, 26 years old, and I had the guts to go out and ask if I can import to the States. So they say, yeah, sure, okay. So I spent at that time about $10,000 of my money to buy those products at the wholesale. I bring it here, and you know what? I went to the department store. Back then, that department store was already merged by other department store, but it was one of the nice high-level department store. And the weekends, because weekday I was working, I had a full-time job, and the weekends I was there on a consignment base. My first time I went to see a buyer of the department store. They loved it because that was such a beautiful Japanese product. So they allowed me to do consignment. So can you believe weekends I was on my feet and tried to sell? Conclusion, didn't sell one piece because I made a two big mistake. One mistake, I didn't do market research or market survey before I bring the product because I love the manufacturer, I love the company, and I thought whatever I love should sell. That was my mistake. My second mistake is, again, I didn't do the market survey. I didn't know US was a junk market. Because many consumers in the US, they like something cheap. Not too many consumers have a good discriminating eyes. So even though that department store was a high level, not as high as Saks Fifth or Neiman Marcus, but it was still the middle class department store. So that was a mistake I made. And then the third one, another mistake, I bought the products from the manufacturer with my money, $10,000, and I came to the US to try sell. I should have been a broker. I should have been, okay, I'll just bring your product and then I pay you whatever I sell. Something I should have done that. So that wasn't a mistake. But again, now I'm wiser and smarter. So based upon those mistakes, my blood, sweat, and tears, and my $10,000 initial capital, they were all, gone. But I learned it. And those experiences that I learned hard way is here. Nobody can steal it. So again, when you are in 20s, please fail. Fail and fail and fail. Then you learn, at least you learn it's not the end of the world when you fail. And then the problem is many people don't do that. People just rush to get married, rush to have a baby, or rush to get stable job. And their life is so comfortable, they don't do anything until they retire around the age of 60, 65. They get the pension money. Now they say, okay, I'm going to open up my ramen store. I'm going to open up my anime store, whatever. Then they fail. But when you fail at that age, it's an irreversible mistake. Maybe all of your life saving will be gone. What would you do at the age of 60, 70? You fail your investment. So the second thing is very important. Please fail and fail or even get cheated. It's fine. I was cheated. I went to a free investment seminar. I was so innocent 26, 27 years, I was so innocent. I went to free investment seminar, and they said, oh, you guys are lucky. Only the first 30 people. This is actually $5,000. Today it's $1,000, all those yeah. And I didn't even know those people rushed to sign up, maybe already hired people. They are not the real people, right? But I was so young, so innocent. So one day free seminar, at the end of the day, I spent another $10,000 back then. I had this package, that package, this package. It took me 1 year to pay off my credit card, $10,000 back then. So really, please, when you are young, especially when you are single, no boyfriend, no girlfriend, do something, go to free seminar, get cheated. It's good. You get cheated, you fail and fail and fail. Learn it. That's the best life lesson you can do. Now the third thing you should do when you are young. Today, medical technology is amazing. In my time, people say, oh, you have to get married by maybe age 25. You must have a baby by age 30. Why? Because you better have a baby while your body is young. Now the time has changed. So what I recommend while you are young in 20s, if you are a man, go to sperm bank and freeze your sperm. If you are a girl, go to that kind of place, reproductive place, freeze your eggs, really. Freeze your sperms, freeze your eggs. Because now, technology is amazing. You can freeze your stuff, and then after you have established your career, after you have found a good spouse, make sure your marriage is stable, then maybe after age 40 or 50, you can mix your sperm, you can defrost the sperm and egg and mix it. And by then, their anti-aging technology should be great. Maybe you might be able to get pregnant at age 60, or otherwise, you can just have a surrogate mother. So really, people, now the time has changed. The world has changed. You don't have to stay with your grandparents' value system. You don't have to live with your parents' value system. We live in such a high-tech world. And the world is getting small. There's a global business, but also remember, the global competition is severe. We live in a different time. You cannot you cannot marry, you cannot raise kids and try to establish your career. You have to be Superman. You have to be Superwoman. And I think many people get so stressed out. Your marriage might get broken. Your family might get broken. So we have options. Just we can do one thing at a time, and you don't have to have a baby right away. We don't have to be a baby machine anymore. So that's the thing. The third one, this could be controversial. You may not agree, but if you are a career person like me, if you are a person with a high level education, I think you should put your career first, or at least you have to know how to earn money, how to feed yourself first, how to eat well first. Then find a spouse. And even finding a spouse, it's two strangers to start living together. It takes extra effort. There's no Cinderella story. There's no Prince Charming. It takes time to have a good, stable marriage, the strong foundation. Then, only then, you can start having children or start having family. So you can postpone as long as you can freeze your sperms and eggs. That's what I think. It's totally fine if you don't agree with me, but this is my experience. Okay? So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.